Students Book 3, CD 3. Unit 7, Vocabulary 1, Exercise 2.
Director, stuntman, stuntwoman. Stunt, film star. Script, star in a film. Special effects. Producer. Plot. Soundtrack. Win an award. Release a film. Film a scene. Screen.
Units Vocabulary 1, Exercise 5.
So, Dan, what's your favourite film?
Avatar.
Why do you like it?
It's a 3D film and the special effects are great.
OK. Rita, what's your favourite film?
The Simpsons movie.
And why do you like it?
Well, it's quite an old film, but I love it because the script is so funny.
And you, Megan, what's your favourite film?
I like The Lord of the Rings. I love fantasy films.
Unit Reading 1, The Future of Film, Exercise 7.
The future of film. What will films and cinemas be like in the future? Here are our answers to your predictions. A. Ever since the release of the extremely popular Avatar in 2009, 3D films have become more and more common. In 2011, there were more than 60 3D films released, and producers are planning many more for the next few years. In fact, some directors, such as James Cameron and Steven Spielberg, are re-releasing 3D versions of some of their best-known old films too. For example, you can now see classics like Titanic, Indiana Jones, and Top Gun in 3D. The famous director Martin Scorsese released his very first 3D film in 2011. The film was called Hugo, and it won 5 Academy Awards. Today, 3D films are so popular that many people even have special 3D televisions, so they can enjoy these special effects at home as well as at the cinema. B. There are already interactive TV shows on the internet. You can choose what happens, help to write the dialogue and plot, and even appear in a show. Will films ever be interactive? Who knows? C. Will computer-generated images of actors replace human actors? Computer programmers can create action scenes using digital actors. They're so realistic that audiences don't realize they aren't human. This new technology is very expensive, so filmmakers have decided that they are only going to use it to film dangerous stunts and to refilm some scenes. They're not going to stop using real actors, so we'll definitely have human actors for many more years. D. Companies have already tried extra special effects inside the cinema, such as smells and moving chairs, without much success. People are more interested in realistic special effects on screen. Producers are investing a lot of money to create better special effects. For this reason, the special effects are going to get more exciting and realistic, but cinemas themselves probably won't change much. E. Since the first film in 1895, people have loved cinema. Audiences everywhere enjoy good stories, and they want entertainment. Film technology will change, and perhaps we'll all watch hologram films in a few years. But one thing is certain, people definitely won't stop watching films.
Units Pronunciation. Exercise A.
I'm going to download that song. We're going to invite them to the party. They aren't going to buy a house.
Units Pronunciation. Exercise B.
I'm going to buy another one. The filming is going to start. They aren't going to do the stunts.
Units Listening. 3D films. Exercise 15. Since Avatar came out, everyone is talking about 3D films. Jane Daniels is here to tell us more about 3D films and about whether the 3D phenomenon will continue or will disappear. Jane, welcome to the programme.
Thanks.
So, first of all, when did 3D really start?
Actually, the technology first appeared in 1894.
You mean 1994?
No, 1894. 3D film has been around for over 100 years. A man called William Fries Green developed a system to combine two images into one. The basic process is still the same today, but the technology is much more sophisticated.
So, when we see 3D films, they are a combination of two images that we see at the same time.
Yes, that's why objects and people seem to have depth.
So, when did 3D really start becoming popular?
Well, I'd say in the last few years. In fact, the first big 3D films to come out were children's films. There was The Polar Express in 2004, Monster House in 2006, and Meet the Robinsons in 2007.
And what about 3D films for adults or teenagers?
The first 3D film for an adult audience was Beowulf in 2007.
So, what about the future? Are we going to see more 3D films, or is it just a trend?
Well, next year at least 15 3D films are going to be released. That's a huge number compared to a few years ago. I think 3D will definitely grow and we will see more and more 3D films in the future.
Right. So, what about those glasses? Will we ever be able to watch 3D films without those glasses?
Well, filmmakers are already looking into how to make it possible to watch a 3D film without glasses. They're spending thousands of dollars on developing new technology. So, yes, I think one day it will be possible to watch 3D films without glasses.
Right.
And then we'll be able to watch 3D films at home. That's possible now, but the technology is very expensive. But I'm sure that we'll soon have cheap TVs that can also show 3D films.
Jane, thanks for being on the programme today. And next... Unit Speaking. Exercise 2.
Can I have 3 tickets to see Space Adventure, please?
Sure. That's £9, please.
Here you are. Which screen is it?
Screen 5. Enjoy the film?
Thanks.
Have you got the tickets?
Yes. Have you got the drinks and chocolate?
Yeah, I've got the drinks and 3 bars of chocolate. Come on, let's go in.
Units Speaking. Exercise 3.
What did you think of the film? I thought it was brilliant.
Well, I thought it was rubbish.
But the special effects were awesome.
I suppose they were okay, but I thought the plot wasn't very good. What about you?
Okay, it was a bit boring, but the actors were very good.
No, they weren't. They were terrible.
Did you like anything?
Yes, I loved the soundtrack.
Me too. It was incredible.
At least we agree about something.
Units Culture. Famous films and filmmakers. Exercise 7. Alfred Hitchcock.
Hitchcock was born in the UK in 1899, and he became one of the most famous and influential directors in the world. He started his career as a director in 1925. He moved to Hollywood in 1939 and continued to make films until he died. Hitchcock never won an Oscar for Best Director, although he was nominated 5 times. However, he received a Life Achievement Award from the American Film Institute, AFI. Last year, 4 of his films appeared in the AFI's list of top 10 mystery films of all time. In 1980, he was given a special award by Queen Elizabeth and became Sir Alfred Hitchcock.
Hitchcock's films.
Hitchcock is famous for his suspense and mystery films. He made 53 films, including Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. Hitchcock made a short appearance in all his films from 1938 onwards. Audiences love trying to find him in the films.
Unit Vocabulary 2. Exercise 2.
Suggest. Suggestion. Develop. Development. Equip. Equipment. Predict. Prediction. Advertise. Advertisement. Educate. Education. Enjoy. Enjoyment. Possess. Possession. Argue. Argument. Decorate. Decoration. Connect. Connection. Excite. Excitement. Inform. Information. Compete. Competition.
Unit Reading 2. Make a film in Hollywood. Exercise 7.
Make a film in Hollywood. Many teenagers only dream of making a film or becoming the next big name in Hollywood. However, Fresh Films give some the opportunity to do exactly that. Fresh Films wants to give teenagers practical experience in filmmaking and give them the training, equipment and connections to make their dreams come true. They believe in teenagers' talent and potential, so every year they organise a special competition. The competition is open to anyone aged 13 to 18. All you have to do is explain why the organisers should choose you. If they choose you, you'll spend a week in Hollywood and you'll produce, film and edit films with real Hollywood film stars. This year, Lost star Dominic Monaghan and Bobby J. Thompson from 30 Rock are just two of the actors you could work with. 16-year-old Gina has always wanted to be a filmmaker, and she hopes to be one of the lucky winners. If I am successful, I'll get to work with professionals. It's a fantastic opportunity. I really want to go to film school, but my parents want me to go to university. They'll let me go to film school if I win, I'm sure. If I don't win, I won't give up though. I'll keep trying. Since it started in 2002, Fresh Films has produced over 80 films and shown films at over 20 festivals. Some of the past winners now have careers in film. So, what are you waiting for? There's still time to apply. You never know. You could soon be on your way to Hollywood.
Units Writing. Exercise 1.
One of my favourite films is Avatar. It's a science fiction film that came out in 2009. The director is James Cameron, and he wrote the script too. The main actors are Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana and Sigourney Weaver. The plot is set in the future, in 2154 on another planet, Pandora. The local people, the Na'vi, are in danger when humans want to build on their land. There is a war between the humans and the Na'vi. However, for me, it is also a love story. The actors were very good. I thought the soundtrack, by James Horner, was also amazing. I think the best thing about the film is the computer-generated images. They are really fantastic. It's a 3D film, and you really feel like you're part of the action. In my opinion, Avatar is a brilliant film. The special effects are fantastic, and it also makes you think. I would recommend it to everyone.
Unit CLIL. Art. Animation.
Everyone has seen animated films or cartoons, but have you ever wondered how they are made? To begin with, cartoons are a series of drawings or frames. Each frame is different, but only in a very small way. For example, imagine a stick figure whose hand changes position over 6 frames. When the frames are presented one after another very quickly, the stick figure waves its hand. This is animation, which literally means bringing to life. However, the hand doesn't actually move. It just appears to move. This is because of an optical illusion called persistence of vision. Experts believe that an image persists in your vision for a split second after the original image has disappeared. Making an animated film is an incredibly long and laborious process. If you need 24 frames to film a second of a film, you can imagine how long it takes to make a full-length animated film like Toy Story.